baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Toronto Blue Jays. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Max Scherzer. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boog, he's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Okay, all set to go. Now the left fielder, Jhonkensy Noel. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Scherzer deals. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ramirez now at the plate. The American League leader in RBIs this year. Foul ball there. Ramirez recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Man at second. Check swing, and he went 0-2.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Scherzer with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. And a pitch. Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. First and second, 1 out. Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
1 ball.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Base hit into the outfield. Around third. The throw in. But it's offline. He will score. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Big RBI for him right there. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
2 on, 1 out. David Fry digs in for the Guardians. 3 hits and a loss last night. Late swing fouled off.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Bo Naylor stands in here, takes ball one low.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Chop to the left side. Clement. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Siggy, and towing the slab in this one, Gavin Williams. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Out towards right center field. Thomas on the move to the gap. Makes the grab on the run. And a quick out, number one. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And perhaps part of the game plan is to get into the bullpen as early as possible. They're facing a staff that's blown a lot of games in the later innings.
Boog and his hitters, you're aware of that, but you don't want to become too relaxed and wait too late in the ball game because you never know what could happen on any given day. But with that said, even if you fall behind early, you've got a lot of confidence that this game will not be over until that final out.
Batting third, first base.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Vladdy with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Next pitch in for a strike, and a count 1-1.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Swings through that.
2-2.
2 out, space is empty. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Still behind by a count of 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here comes Lane Thomas. Max Scherzer back to work. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Makes the grab, one away.
Batting eighth, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann, and Cleveland on top 1-0. Just missed. Scherzer goes 6 feet 3 inches, 210 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Swing and a ground ball. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Batting ninth, shortstop Brian Rocchio.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Fouled off left side. Scherzer to first. And he dives back in safely. Strike 2.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
And it falls. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Now
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
stepping in, Jhonkensy Noel. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this
now
one.
batting, right fielder.
So bases loaded with one away. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Golden opportunity right here. And that's outside.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Bases loaded, top of the second. And fouled off. And there's a ball.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down. In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
That one called a strike. 0-1.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
This one in the air, center field. He's got it. Here comes the runner from third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And they lead by 3.
Oh, he'll take the sac fly on the mound right there. Bases loaded. I mean, this is a high leverage situation. And if you can limit the other team, you're doing pretty good work. See if he can get this next out.
Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. RBI single his last time up. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Lucas going back on this one. Oh, he can't bring it in. Next offering is fouled back. Noel over at second. Brennan on at first with 2 down. That's down and in.
1 and 2.
Swing and a base hit. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0. Goes to third, in there. And now they've got runners in the corners with 2 outs. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And next is the designated hitter, David Fry. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1.
Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here at the top of the second. Next offering is in for a strike. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Angel Bastardo up and loosening in the pen. Manoah warming up as well.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, but kept close. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. So they get 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Guardians 4 and the Jays nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Had the day off yesterday. Drilled out towards left center field. That one back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. His second of the year, and they close the gap. It's 4-2.
They're 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. Yeah, that's fouled off. Williams ready to fire now. This one high in the air to left center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Man, this is pretty amazing. This guy's very efficient out there on the mound right now. Just 9 pitches in the first. He's got a chance to keep it to single digits again. Who does that?
Alejandro Kirk digs in now. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Brennan makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. This homer cuts into Toronto's deficit. It's now 4-2.
Look at me. I'm feeling so powerful. Look at me. Look at me.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
That's the ball.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with a hit in every game. I mean, he's run his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just as well do it with some authority.
Man at first. So in now for Cleveland, Lane Thomas. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Brayan Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Sliced hard but foul. This one lifted in the air, left field. Santander in pursuit. Calls it in, 2 away. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Here's the left fielder, Jhonkensy Noel. And that one fouled off. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that's outside. And the count even 1-1. And that one upstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-1. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Mad Max notches the K. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Guardians 4 and the Blue Jays 2.
Is more than you ever know. We here for winning and the feeling is incredible. All we do is take it to the ceiling.
Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the inning. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Williams back to work. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So now back to the top of the order. Now around second, going for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
No outs, runner over at third. That one the other way. And they cut the deficit to 1 thanks to the infield single.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Lucas in the box now, takes strike 1. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That was pretty nasty.
Well, that'll make you smile out there on the mound, or maybe pump out your chest a little bit farther. That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
So up next for Toronto, Rudder takes off, pitch in for a strike, throw to second, save! That's out to center field. Thomas snags it for the second out.
Now batting left fielder, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Singled and scored his first time. And that one fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him looking. Inning over, and it could have been worse.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Rolling dice and rock your cards out. Don't push your luck and lose your money. All your cheaters won't impress me.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Max Scherzer goes to work. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Ah, that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. Fought off foul. Ramirez with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Brennan gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one almost got him.
1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Towards first. Nice stop from his knees. The throw. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Just a beautiful play right there to get it out. He dives to make the stop. Then a nice feed from his knees. Knew he didn't have time to get up and make that throw. The throw beats the runner. That's that internal clock working.
Some things we shoot. Oh, cool hat trick. Watch me backspin off the Atlas. Past his
Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. On the ground right side. And they tag him out.
Now batting, designated hitter David Fry.
And now the DH, David Fry. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next pitch misses way outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 1 left for the Guardians, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Back now in Toronto. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Late on that fastball.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
The 1-1. Inside,
that's a ball.
just missed.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That just misses, and it's a full count.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. He's already homered here in this one. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. That gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Now it's the DH, Will Wagner. There goes the runner. Late swing, foul to the left. Blue Jays down a run. Runner on the go again. Pitch is low. Safe in second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Alejandro.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. He's 0 for 1. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And that one misses up and in. And 1-1. Chop to third. Ramirez. Roll off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. That's off the inside corner. 1-2 the count. Look out, almost got him upstairs.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That one misses. Full count now. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And they're all loaded up.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
2 outs. Bases full. Here's Andres Jimenez. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
There's a strike. Just missed. That one is upstairs. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Strike three on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching.
We're
for the Blue
back,
Jays.
and there's a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
fifth. Tommy
25.
Nance.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Naylor now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
You know, these Guardians really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Got him swinging.
Man, he stood no chance in that at bat. A 3-pitch strikeout, swung through all three. Tell you what, boy, it's not a good feeling at all.
You know that from experience?
It's happened a time or two. If I didn't roll over on the first pitch, sinker to second base, then, you know, in there long enough, then I would, yeah, I've had a couple.
My guy had testing. Here's Lane Thomas. First pitch
that's a ball.
misses. Thomas in his 6th season, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That one finds the zone, and now it's even 1-1. 1 out, base is empty. That
Two
one
balls,
misses
one
in the
strike.
dirt. Line drive. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. And up next for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. He's 2 for 2. Outside.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Off
That's
the
a ball.
plate inside, and it's 2-1. Just
inside.
missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe, and they take a 2-run lead.
A costly mistake in the
Now
outfield thanks to the
shortstop,
bad
Ryan
read and
Rookie.
terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
One out, runner at second. Rocchio getting ready to hit. He is singled, and he is flied to left. Line drive, base hit. Schneemann around third. Safe, and they're up by 3.
Went up there looking to be
Now
aggressive
batting
and got
left
something he
fielder,
can handle.
John
You'll often hear the
Noel.
phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
So up next, Jhonkensy Noel. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. The feed for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Guardians 6 and the Blue Jays 3. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now the number 2 hitter, Nathan Lucas. That clips the corner.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
One ball.
Love
two
how
strikes.
vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly to first, and he just gets it there in time. One away.
First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Noel makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander, the next to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Oh. 1 and 2.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And that one a little bit high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Down in order go the Blue Jays. And they're still doubled up. It's 6-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Will Brennan. Nance back to work. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Santander makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez now at the plate. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Ramirez leads off first with 1 away. Ball 1
ball,
there.
1 strike.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next offering is outside. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That missed by a lot.
2 strikes.
And that's ball 3. Man at first, one away. And ball four, two aboard.
Now batting, the designated hitter, David Fry.
David Fry will hit next. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Lifted in the air, right center field. Varsho sizes this one up. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. And he gets to third safely. Moving up on the fly out, and there are 2 gone.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Now batting, catcher,
At the plate, Bo Naylor.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Ground ball right side. Loves it on the dive, and very nicely done for the out.
Making it look easy at the Keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop, Bo Bichette.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And that one sliced foul. Caught him looking for the K. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. He's already homered in this game.
Ernie Clement.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Gavin Williams departs, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment.
Now pitching for
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Paul Sewald.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Up the middle, and it gets by him. Tries to get back and save.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Wagner, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Ripped on a line. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 outs.
now batting, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. That's in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Way outside, straight to the backstop. Throw to first, not in time, and he reaches safely. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Got it! Nice grab. That is the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair and can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Burr.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. 1 for 3. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike
No ball.
one.
1 strike.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
No ball. 2 strike.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Now he breaks his bat. Fires over to Guerrero. 2 up, 2 down.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Two down, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Brian Rocchio. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. Throws to second, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Rocchio stands at second with 2 gone. And he swings over the top there.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. So 1 hit is all they get midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Guardians 6 and the Blue Jays 3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Second baseman, Andrés Jiménez.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 strike.
The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good eye in that spot.
That's inside.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So digging in, Nathan Lucas. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
The Guardians leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Slapped foul. Swing and a pop-up. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 3 in this one.
People be talking, don't know what they saying. Let me reassure you, so no, I ain't playing. I'm looking, you laughing, but in the future you'll be signing signatures and I'm autographing. Hold up. Yeah, I'm living my life, and I don't care 'cause I do what I like. Never looking back and I never think.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Fights it off. He'll see another. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. That to right. Brennan makes the grab, and that's the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Eric Swanson.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Will Brennan. On a line out towards center. Varsho makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. And a base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I can watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now Carlos Santana. And first offering is fouled off. Ramirez over at first with one away. Outside. And the count is 1-1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Jimmy Garcia up and throwing. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swanson picks to first. Ramirez dives back in safely. That one outside, and a count now even up. Right side, Lucas hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And next is the designated hitter, David Fry. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. Swanson, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2014. Up and in, ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
He swings and fouls one off. In the dirt. Right through there for a strike. Fry started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, didn't go. Two outs. Ripped to short. Bichette whips it to first. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Guardians 6 and the Blue Jays 3.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tim Herrin. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. Hard hit to third. Fires over to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And that's for Toronto, Bo Bichette.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
That's outside. 1-1.
1-1.
And that's too high. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Right side. Schneemann. And Bichette is retired.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Clement in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it. And that is out number 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jimmy Garcia.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Naylor stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swings through that one for strike 1. Action in the pen down there. Alek Manoah getting ready to go. Bastardo getting loose as well. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
There's Lane Thomas now, swinging a foul straight back.
That's the ball.
Naylor on at first, nobody out. That misses the zone, and the count 2-1. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Just missing there. And the count's full.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call. He probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Here's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. That one fouled off. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. in safely with a double, his second of the day.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball one. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss there.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And he grounds one to the right side. Jimenez throw to first. 2 gone.
Up next for Cleveland, left fielder John
Now the left
Kinsey
fielder,
Noel.
Jhonkensy Noel. Foul ball. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one. So 2 down now, and here is Will Brennan. Swinging a foul out of play.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle to second. There's Bichette, and that's the 3rd out. So they load the bases, but leave them stranded. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Guardians 6 and the Blue Jays 3. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Emmanuel Clase. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season.
Number 48.
And now, Will Wagner. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Clase, multi-time All-Star. He throws a cutter, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. Thomas makes the catch, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, the catcher,
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. That's ripped. Base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second with 1 away. And the ball thrown away into center field. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Making accurate throws from the outfield is a lot easier said than done, Boog, and I would know everything has to line up perfectly because the smallest miscalculation throwing from that distance will send the ball completely off target, and it just cost him a run.
Runner on at 3rd, 1 gone. Next offering in there for a strike, and that is strike 1. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Sets him down looking. Now only 1 out remaining.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Late on that fastball.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do it. The Guardians even this series up at a game apiece.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.